Hi everyone, just another quick video today. There's a lot of very interesting things happening which are precursors because if you know God's word you'll know that there's nothing new under the sun. Okay, on the screen here you see a Bloomberg article, and this article is from today, the 4th of July, and the title of it is US Immigration Crackdown to Intensify with $150 billion infusion. So I just want to go down to the takeaways and just read this quickly. The US Congress has approved a budget bill that allocates over $150 billion for the administration's border immigration crackdown, including funding for new detention centres, hiring thousands of immigration agents, and expanding border wall construction. Next on the screen, I'm just going to open ChatGPT because it's excellent as a research tool. And the question I posed to it is, did the Nazis prior to World War II deport people from Germany, including naturalised citizens? Yes, prior to World War II, the Nazi regime did deport people from Germany, including some who were naturalised citizens. These actions were part of the broader racial and political persecution implemented by the Nazis after Hitler came to power in 1933. The key points: 1. Deportation of Jews and political opponents 1933 to 39. Although large-scale deportations did not begin until after World War II started, the groundwork was well laid before 1939. Jews were subjected to a range of discriminatory laws and harassment, often being pressured to emigrate rather than formally deported at this stage. Political dissidents, especially communists and social democrats, were arrested, imprisoned, or forced into exile. Deportation in these cases often involves stripping people of their citizenship first. 2. Stripping of citizenship. In 1933, the Nazis passed the law for the revocation of naturalizations and the deprivation of German citizenship, which allowed the state to revoke citizenship from naturalized individuals, especially Jews and political refugees. Many European Jews who had been naturalized after World War I were stripped of their citizenship and later deported or forced to immigrate. 3. The Polish Jews, 1938 deportation. A notable example occurred in October 1938, when about 17,000 Polish Jews living in Germany were forcibly deported to the Polish border in what became known as the, don't know how to pronounce this, Polonarchien. Many of these Jews had lived in Germany for years, and some had acquired German nationality, but the Nazis considered them undesirable aliens. 4. Revocation. Deportation as a strategy. The Nazis combined legal mechanisms, revoking naturalized citizenship, with extrajudicial measures to remove individuals from Germany. Once stripped of citizenship, individuals had no legal protection, and deportation became a bureaucratic process under the guise of legality. Summary: yes, the Nazis did deport people from Germany before World War II, including some naturalized citizens, particularly Jews and political dissidents. These actions were often preceded by stripping them of their German citizenship under racially and ideologically motivated laws. The policy intensified as war approached, accumulating in systematic deportations during the Holocaust. So let's continue, and we'll see more precursors. This is dated the 26th of June 2025. The headline, the news source is Israel Hound. The title of the article, as you can see there, is Trump and Netanyahu's two-state vision, Gaza's war end, Abraham Accords expansion. Let's just read the first part. They reached consensus on these fundamental principles in general terms. Gaza hostilities to conclude within 2 weeks. Abraham Accords expansion includes Syria and Saudi Arabia. A two-state solution with limited Israeli sovereignty in Judea and Samaria. So the two-state solution, we know it's coming. So let's go to God's word. This is Joel 3, verse 2 in the King James Bible, which is God's perfect, preserved, and inspired word. Let's read. I will also gather all nations and bring them down the valley of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat is where the nations are judged after the tribulation period. So let's continue. And we'll plead for them there, for my people, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. A two-state solution is the beginning of the tribulation period. So let's go to Daniel 9:27. So let's read. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. 1 week is 7 years. So when you hear of a peace deal through the Abraham Accords with Israel for a period of 7 years, know that the tribulation is about to start. So let's continue reading. And in the midst of the week, so the midpoint of the tribulation, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. So there you have it. When we're about to soon enter the tribulation period, as you can see, everything's coming together. There is nothing new under the sun. History will repeat. World War II and what happened there, well, obviously that was a precursor to what will happen again. But this time it will be far, far, far worse. Anyway, on the screen now, I'm just going to pop up the good news of the gospel and just look up these verses for yourself. And just remember, the King James Bible is God's perfect, preserved, and inspired word. Read it and believe it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. God bless. Bye again for now.